come up, these were created by business owners just like you. And it's kind of funny, we can actually thank Coke for more than just a cold drink. It actually turns out that BBB was started by Coca-Cola.
Oh.
I know. There was an ad exec. He took some copy in to his attorney, and the attorney just waved him away. It's like, I don't even need to look at it. We all know that this copy is not even true. And the ad exec was like, oh my gosh. And he called his friends, other ad execs, and he's like, we have a crisis of truth, and we need to talk about this. And so they got together, and they decided to create a community of businesses that were centered around holding each other accountable to the ideas of honesty, integrity, truth, and not just in advertising, but in all aspects of their business, and to do it all of the time, and to hold each other accountable to these high standards. And that's how BBB started. Oh, I skipped ahead. Coca-Cola. And it's how, well, I'm too excited. And it's how BBB works today. We are a community of trusted companies that hold each other accountable. And it's not just every business who applies and who wants to be accredited that gets accepted. And we actually had 15 companies last year that had their accreditation revoked because they weren't living up to these high standards. Business owners said, you know what, you didn't meet this standard, you didn't meet that standard, you can't be accredited anymore.
So is it the other business owners so it's not just general public that's telling, saying that this business didn't live up to the standards?
No, it's not the general public at all.
Businesses that are already members?
Yeah, so it's, there's a board that's made up of accredited businesses. And so, of course, it has to go through a process, and staff members are the ones that, we see, okay, so they aren't answering complaints, because that's one of the things that accredited businesses have to do, is answer complaints that come in. And so let's say the business doesn't answer the complaints, and so then they get a suspension letter, and if they still don't, then they get called before the board, and they have a chance to come in and talk to other business owners about the complaint, what's going on, and either they come or they don't. And if they come, sometimes they can explain what happened, and the other business owners say, okay, yeah, we understand, because, every business can get a complaint. And maybe there was a reason that they didn't respond. Things happen. And business owner to business owner, everybody's can understand things that happen. Or maybe they say, I'm sorry, your explanation just doesn't work. And so then they get their accreditation revoked. So the last thing that I'll say about trust, if I can get technology to work. Oh, geez,
So you need help?
Probably. Because I think I'm making a new PowerPoint.
That's it. Just let me know. Yep. No problem.
Okay, so the last thing I'll say about trust is that BBB accreditation plus your business equals trust. So, but we can do more than help you with trust. We can also increase your visibility. 70% of people say that they come to BBB to check the reputation of a business first. I'll say that again. 70% of people say that they come to BBB first to check the reputation of a business. And contrary to what you might hear or think, most of our consumers do look like this gentleman right here. They are not all over age 65. In fact, 45% of the people that use BBB, who either go to the website or who call us, are actually below the age 45. I know. I love data. I love it. And there's a couple different ways that consumers use BBB. They either go to the website or call us and they ask about a specific business, or they go to the website and they type in a category like roofer or baker and a city, and then they get a list of businesses. And accredited businesses really stand out because, of course, you see the accredited business seal, but accredited businesses also get to put their logos in. And we know that accredited businesses with their logos get twice as much traffic as accredited businesses that don't put their logos in. So if you become accredited, make sure you put your logo in. The other thing that accredited businesses get visibility from is when consumers do a search online for roofers or bakers or event planners and something like Winston-Salem, Google produces results that show bbb.org. So the very top result, you'll see roofing contractors near Winston-Salem, and it's bbb.org, and then it shows roofers in Winston-Salem. And that's something that roofers or any accredited business doesn't have to pay for. That's just something that happens for us because our website is really well respected by search engine land. In fact, they said bbb.org has a high trust factor. Google likes sites it can trust. So, we're not always first, but we rank pretty high. And again, that's something that just happens for accredited businesses. So, and then that link takes you to the directory page that I just showed you a minute ago. So, again, helps you get noticed on Google. Again, more visibility. And then the last way that we can help you with visibility is that we offer something called Request a Quote. And the Request a Quote button shows up both in the directory listing and on a business's profile page. And so a consumer can click on that button and they can put in some information and then request a quote directly from you about a project, an event, a baking order. Might be a little bit harder for some hair, but I'm not even sure I would know what to ask. But again, that's a direct way that they can communicate with you and only with you as an accredited business.
So with that question, I would say,
Yeah.
if they hypothetically didn't have a website, they would still have access to be able to
Yes.
request a quote, and they would be able to be on your site,
Yep.
even if they didn't have their own website.
Absolutely, yeah, because that comes straight to the accredited business through email. And we tell businesses, if you don't have a website, send people to your business profile because it shows. If you get customer reviews, it shows up here, and it'll have 5 stars, and it shows that you have an A+, and it shows that you are accredited. And you can put in information about what you do, and I just did a quick snapshot, but you can put in pictures and videos and descriptions of what you do. So yeah, it can save you some money if you don't want to do a website.
And so if you have an existing website, though, you can say, request a quote, and then click, and they could come to this page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, you could definitely do that. That's a great idea. We can even give you the graphic.
Mm-hmm. Come on, graphics. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we give you the graphics for the accredited business seal. We give you the graphics that you can put on all of your print material. We give you the graphics that you can put on all your vehicles. If you want a graphic, we can give it to you. We can give you graphics to, after you've done a job, to email out to your consumers or to put on your invoices to say, hey, give me a customer review. So we try to make it really easy for you.
So Angie's List basically stole your idea.
They did.
Right?
She worked absolutely right.
I have no idea.
But,
Angie came to Detroit. I worked in Detroit. She actually came in and wrote her thesis on BBB, and that's what
Oh, wow.
So she then became competition, but the reality is competition is good. It only made us better, number one. Number two, she ain't around no more.
Ooh.
We still are, over 100 years going strong.
Oh, you so sassy.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I go a little sad?
So just FYI, hold on, so this way that they know that she's not just, okay, tell them who you are too.
My name's Mary Owens and I'm with the Better Business Bureau. I have been since 1996. I started in Detroit, went to Charlotte, now in Greensboro.
Yeah.
Woo! Come on, Mary.
So, I really appreciate your time, and the last thing I'll say is, are you ready to see how trust and visibility can make you a better business?
Yeah.
So, what questions do you have? We kind of went through a lot of stuff. Chisa asked a lot of great questions. Yes.
You might have mentioned this, but can a nonprofit be a registered business with the Better Business Bureau?
I'm going to let Mary answer that one because there's some
Yeah,
little.
there's two opportunities for nonprofits. We have a program for nonprofit charities where if you list your nonprofit charity, we will put you in a national program so that people can donate to your charity.
Really?
If you are a local nonprofit, you can also come in, it depends on your 501c3 or 501c6. You can come in as a business, enjoy all the benefits of general accreditation, and we will report on you as a nonprofit. So I think it's a really valuable program.
Oh, I did not know that.
And
That
I
was
will
a good
tell you, we
question.
get a lot of folks who call and ask us about charities. We do have wisegiving.org, and that's a website where people can go and look up charities. We have a book that we publish every quarter about charities, but we do get a lot of folks who call us. And I mean, you guys probably know. I mean, you get phone calls all the time from charities. And there's a lot of charities where the majority of the money go to either fundraising or staff, and a very small percentage actually goes to the programs. So we do get a lot of people that know to call us to ask about a charity. And then of course, you've got all these GoFundMe pages and all these fake charities that come up after every